everyone, Jai Hind and welcome to the platform of Shri Ram's IAS, and in next 20 minutes we'll be discussing about Attorney General of India in today's session. Alright, so we have discussed about so many things in the previous sessions. We have discussed about the part 1, part 2, part 3 of the Constitution, part 4, part 4A, and now we are discussing about part 5 of the Constitution, in which we have discussed President, Vice President, Prime Minister and even the Council of Ministers so far. And this is the session where we'll be talking about Attorney General of India. But before that, let me tell you that we are offering you with free 1:1 mentorship. Wherever you are stuck in your preparation for the civil services, you can get the guidance from the trusted mentors of the Shri Ram's IAS. And for this, what you need to do is very simple task, that is you need to fill out the Google form that's given in the description box. So you can get a proper free advice about how to prepare for the civil services. Alright, now when it comes to the Attorney General, he stands or he is the conscience or the legal conscience of the government of India in the matters of law. When it comes to the constitutional framework, so the provision of Attorney General, it is given under chapter 5 chapter 1 and part 5 of the Constitution of India, the article 76 and 78. They deal with the Attorney General of India that we are talking about in today's session. He is the highest law officer of India. Along with this, he also, the complete, the office of the Attorney General of India is modeled on the British Attorney General system, except that in Britain, he is the Member of Parliament, but in India, he is not actually Member of Parliament. Alright, he is independent constitutional authority, and also we have a parallel Advocate General that is there in state, and for that we have Article 165 that is given for the Advocate General of the state. Alright. Now, when it comes to the constitutional provision, so these are the constitutional provision according to Article 76(1). There is appointment, qualification and tenure of the Attorney General that is given. Then the duties and responsibilities of the Attorney General are there in Article 76(2). And then the right of audience and parliamentary privilege given under the Article 76(3) and the Article 78 that deals with Prime Minister's duty to convey or communicate with the President, where the Attorney General assists with the legal matters. Now, when it comes to the appointment and term, he is appointed by the President and on the advice of the Union Cabinet or the Prime Minister. At the same time, the qualifications that are required, that he must be qualified to serve as the Supreme Court judge. That he must have been minimum 10 years as High Court judge or been in practice as an advocate in High Court for minimum 10 years. Alright. Or there is even one more qualification for being a Supreme Court judge, and that is he must be an eminent jurist or eminent jurist in the eyes of President of India. So these are the three qualifications that are required to be appointed as a Supreme Court judge, and these qualifications are required to be appointed as Attorney General of India as well. And he must be citizen of India, and the tenure is during the pleasure of the President, and that is here we mean that there is no fixed term for the position of the or post of the Attorney General of India, and there are no retirement age that had been specified. Now, for the removal, it is very simple. The President, he can remove him at any point of time. There are no formal procedure that is required, and also the Attorney General may resign to the President at any point of time. So he submits the resignation to the President of India. At the same time, he is not given any salary. Instead of the salary, he is provided a retainer. Alright, and that retainer is determined by the President of India based on the Government of India rules, and he is not paid through the Consolidated Fund of India as well. So, when it comes to the Attorney General, he is not a government servant, but he acts as an independent constitutional authority when it comes to the post of the Attorney General of India. Now, when it comes to the nature of the office, so over here, the office had been established under the Article 76 of the Constitution of India. So therefore, it has a constitutional authority. At the same time, he is not a member of executive or judiciary. He maintains professional independence, and also he is principal legal counsel to the Union government on all matters, and he may continue his private practice as well. But there are certain restrictions on his private practice that I'll talk to you about those restrictions in the later part of the series. Now, when it comes to the functions and duties as per Article 76(2), he has an advisory role where he advises the union government on all legal matters that are referred by the president. He also represents union government in the Supreme Court as well as in high courts and for the presidential references as per Article 143 and even in the PIL or the public interest litigation which are of national importance. Also, when it comes to the legislative participation, he has the right to attend the parliamentary session, whether of Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha, and participates in the debates of the parliament under Article 88. But over here, it is very important to note that he can participate, but at the same time, he cannot vote. He does not have the right to vote in any parliamentary proceedings. And also, when it comes to the various, drafts, whether it is legal document, treaties, ordinances or bills. So he reviews and he drafts those different documents and even reviews these legal documents. So these are his functions as well as the duties. Now, when it comes to the rights and privileges as per Article 76(3), he has the right to audience, that is, he has access to all the courts in or throughout the India. Alright, as well as he has the parliamentary access where he can participate in the proceeding. However, he does not have any right to vote. Also, he has or enjoys the privileges which are equal to being a member of parliament. Also, he has the access to all the information, full access to the government information for the legal advice as well. And this ensures full legal awareness and impartial counsel to the government of India. Now, there are certain limitations that we can say that are there on the post of the Attorney General because he cannot advise or represent any party against the government of India. I told you there are certain restrictions. So, he can do private practice, he can be involved in private practice, but if the other party is the government of India, he cannot practice. He cannot advise against government of India. Also, he cannot defend accused in the criminal cases without explicit permission from the government of India, as well as he cannot hold any office of profit under the government of India, and also must maintain strict confidentiality and neutrality in legal advices. So this all the limitations which are on the Attorney General that maintains the sanctity of the constitutional office and also the conflict-free representation that Attorney General has in the condition of being a legal representative of the government of India. Now, along with the Attorney General, he is also, supported by other legal counsels as well. So, we have Attorney General, below him, we have Solicitor Generals and then additional Solicitor Generals as well. Now, the Attorney General is appointed by President and is the chief legal advisor to the Union. At the same time, the Solicitor General, he is appointed by Government of India and assists the Attorney General in the Supreme Court cases. Alright, at the same time, we have additional Solicitor Generals who are appointed again by the Government of India and they represent in various high courts as well as in various courts where there is, Union of India is a party. Alright, and ultimately when we talk about these Solicitor General or the additional Solicitor General, they are or their position is statutory position. They are not constitutional officers, and the statute is the Law Officers Rule 1987, according to which their terms of conditions are decided. Then when we talk about the Attorney General, we have a similar post that is there in the state, and that is called as Advocate General of the state. The article for Attorney General is 76. At the same time, for the states, we have 165 article that deals with Attorney General of the state. The appointment for the Attorney General is by the President of India, and he advises the Union government or the Government of India. He represents the Government of India. At the same time, he has the right to audience in all courts in India, and also he is part of the Union Executive. But when we talk about Advocate General, everything is for the state. Alright, so Advocate General is appointed by the Governor of the state, and he is appointed or advises the state government, and also he represents the state government as well. Alright, he has a right to audience in the state courts and also part of the state executive. So a similar structure that we have for the Attorney General, similar structure we have in the state, and he is known as Advocate General. Now, when it comes to the role in judiciary for the Attorney General, he represents the government in Supreme Court and High Courts. He participates in the constitutional references which are made by the President under Article 143, ensures executive accountability before the judiciary, and also consulted in judicial appointments as well as in the interpretation of the laws. So, in this manner, he acts as a bridge between the executive and the judiciary as well. When it comes to the role in Parliament, he participates in both the houses, whether it is Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. He can participate in the debates as well and explains the legal implications of any bill, ordinance, or even the judicial pronouncements that have been made, or the constitutional amendments as well. Like we had GST, the Citizenship Amendment Act, and the other key legislation that were made. However, when we are talking about the role in Parliament, he has no right to vote, and also he does not draw salary as a member of Parliament. He is given a retainer as an Attorney General, and that is symbol of the legal accountability in the legislative process as well. Now, what is the importance of the role of or the post of the Attorney General? So he validates government actions under constitutional framework, and that is why he ensures the legality. Alright, he maintains the constitutional morality and legal principles and upholds the rule of law. He also legally administers across different political regimes and therefore provides the continuity as well. However, when it comes to the continuity across different political regimes, so let me tell you, because he holds the office during the pleasure of the government or pleasure of the president, not government, pleasure of the president. So as soon as there is switch in the government, there would be also change in the Attorney General as well. Alright, at the same time, he represents the national interest in the sensitive cases as well, and also acts as a bridge between the state and the law, and therefore is a symbol of trust. These are the importance of having a post of the Attorney General. However, there are certain challenges and controversies as well, because when it comes to the conflict of interest, so there is a conflict of interest where he balances the professional independence with the political loyalty to the appointment or appointing government. The same thing that I told you, that as soon as there is a government change, there would be a change in the Attorney General as well. So over here, he would balance, or he has the challenge to balance the professional independence along with the political loyalty to the government that is there in the center. Also, there is lack of fixed tenure or job security that creates the vulnerability on the post of the Attorney General, and the remuneration and appointment procedure, they lack the transparency. So there is opaqueness when it comes to the complete appointment as well as remuneration process, and there are debates around the Attorney General's stance in the sensitive political issues as well. So these are the certain challenges and controversies that are there when we talk about the post of the Attorney General. At the same time, the Attorney General is there, the post is there in UK, USA as well. So let's take a comparative look. So when it comes to the Attorney General, there are equivalent offices in US and UK as well. In UK, he is Member of Parliament. Please remember, he is Member of Parliament and also legal advisor to the Crown as well. In the USA, he is Head of Department of Justice and part of the Cabinet. However, at the same time, we have not taken the office of Attorney General from USA. We have taken it from the UK, except that he is not Member of Parliament in India. Alright, so he is independent constitutional authority and not a minister. So we follow the model of the United Kingdom in the form, but not in the form of ministerial inclusion. Now, there were certain prominent Attorney Generals after the independence of India. The first of the Attorney General was M.C. Sethalwat from 1950 to 1968, and he led India's legal stance on integration and even in the foreign policy. Also, S.V. Gupte from 1977 to 79, where he dealt with the emergency litigation and also the post-emergency reforms. Then K.K. Venugopal from 2014 to 2022, where there were landmark judgments on Triple Talaq, Sabrimala, as well as the Citizenship Amendment Act. And R. Venkatramani, who is right now the Attorney General from 2022, and he has the advisory role in the new criminal law reforms and even the electoral reforms that have been proposed and the criminal laws which have been implemented. Now, there is significance in the constitutional democracy for the post of the Attorney General because he is the legal conscience of the state. Therefore, he maintains the rule of law. That is the basic principle of having a constitutional democracy. Also, he acts as a guardian to the constitutional law, and therefore he is or acts as a guardian. He is when it comes to the governance, there is consultation on the legal matters that happens on the various legal aspects, and therefore he acts as the interpreter of the various laws and even the constitutional law. And also, when it comes to the efficiency, there is harmonization between the judicial independence and the executive efficiency of the Attorney General, and that is the significance of the constitutional democracy or the role of the Attorney General in a constitutional democracy. Now, in the words of the Granville Austin, the Attorney General, he serves in the Constitution's interpreter within the governance, and that was said by Granville Austin. So that would be all in today's session. I hope that now you have completely understood about the post of the Attorney General and its mention in the Constitution of India. But at the same time, I would request you, if you are gaining knowledge through these video sessions, do not forget to like the session, share the session along with your friends, and also do subscribe to the channel so that the future such updates and the sessions you do not miss. So that would be all. Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care and Jai Hind.